Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll come out to the 25. And a return. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Edwards. A little screen to the running back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nothing but green ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Terrapins! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moss. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air on first down. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Maryland! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Grab behind the line. It's Moss. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down in the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I let the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target.
Running toward the tape. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, you could tell quarterbacks and wide receivers nowadays, they're so in sync. They understand so much of the details of watch the receiver go deep, sell it, and then sit down. That ball's out, making its way to the wide receiver. Nice pitch, nice catch.
They're going to run it. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but not before they pick up a big first down.
You know, you start day one training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Complete downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Texas A&M, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion from the offense. Defense not showing press coverage. They go to the ground. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. On the move, it's Moss.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and you pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first one.
The give to the back. Breaks the tackle.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
The give to the tailback. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening in your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Texas A&M going up tempo. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Reed. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st half.
It's a draw. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it, it's Moss. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
Spins away from one. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Runs through the tackle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Trucks through the defender.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. The Hawkeyes pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. It's McNamara. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. All kinds of running room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And once he got loose, it was all over. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got in the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They'll try the right side.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Direct snap. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. On the run, it's Hughes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And that pass intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Wide receiver shows motion. The handoff to Johnson. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. This should be the last play of the quarter. The give out of the gun. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Iowa 7, Tulane 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I like the offense using misdirection there, because at this point in the game, you're just trying to get one guy out of position. If one guy can lose leverage, that can be an explosive play offensively, and you saw it right there.
Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They give it to him again. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Looking for a block. It's Williams. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll try the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Tulane right back to the line. Right back to the well. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. To the ground with the back.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, if you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Gets it out quickly. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the pass hits, picked off. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away. Ball game, you trailed a little bit in the first half. Stay. This passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll give it to Johnson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down.
And the ball is intercepted.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Snagged in the middle, it's Fleming. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Greenway.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
To the air, it's McNamara. He's going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Quarterback checking off. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Not only do you have the big gain and you sort of knock the defense back, but you're also set up in the red zone.
Yeah, they've got this defense on their heels right now after that big play. We talked about this offense being explosive. Now that they're in the red zone, let's see what they dial up next.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Greenway. At It's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really good job on the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Looking to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tulane.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Quick strike complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. He'll just keep slinging it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they got him for the sack. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got room on the return. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Red Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. On the ground, it's Haynes. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Makes his connection. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive line, and the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. From the gun, the ground game. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henderson. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. And the ball's out, and they're after it. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. The run from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Using his legs, it's Brooks. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down coming up.
Let's go. Break.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Finds his back in the middle. And how about that catch and... Dangerous, this guy.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He's looking to throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good! And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass, it's Milrow. Coming after it. And it's loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
That's their second fumble on 2 possessions. My goodness, you want to come out and establish the run and get that part of the game going, but you didn't think you had to coach ball security. That's day one. That's elementary school when you learn how to cover the points of the football. They got to do a better job taking care of the football.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
After the misfire, it's second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
Texas Tech, 6. Alabama, 0.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside onside kick to start the second half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Wide out in motion. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. Easy call for the ref. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just
Afterburner's coming. He's inside the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Snap it to the back. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Alabama pushing the tempo. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Looking for an open area to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. He's looking to throw. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Brooks. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
Texas Tech, 9.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Back to throw, it's Morton. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They move on top here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
He's looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. The two-point try is good, and now it's a three-point game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Young. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some...
And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. The 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking the play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Gabriel. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Trying to get rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Good timing on the quick out. And he's running in the open. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Coming out with it, it's James. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Shows him the stiff arm. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Oregon 3.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give on the inside. Powers through the defender. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. The Ducks in the hurry-up. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. He'll pull it down. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Release to the back. Got a man. It's James. Open space at the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup. He had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So a drive there of 84 yards. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Miller with the ball. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Tide!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Delivers to contact. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. Barrels ahead. And he's wrestled to the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Trying to slam in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on 1st down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 14, Oregon 10.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more than that.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Ducks want to move quickly. To throw, it's Gabriel. Fires to the right. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here, fires and picked off.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires left. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and make...
Fires into traffic, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Alabama!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lighted up.
Catch in the middle, it's Holden. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score now about 28, Oregon 10.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On second down, wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 20. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And touchdown for the offense.
Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. To the air, it's Gabriel. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He took that baby all the way to the house. He picked 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility.
Going downfield for the big play. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a first down.
Going up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's holding. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll throw it on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. The throw. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Back to the air one more time. Makes the grab. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Buying some time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds, real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and then stopping that clock.
And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll go with a direct snap. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. They're working that left side. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. LSU quick to the line.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
On second down, looking again to throw. Unleashes it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, bright.
Touchdown, Bama! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out. Touchdown, LSU. some daylight. It was time to make a house call.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he added the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. The back goes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown time. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower. And we get high-scoring game after high score.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right?
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the game. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
LSU 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football. And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And that pass picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And a lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too.
He's off to the races. The 20. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
20, LSU, 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best.
Looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He wants to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.